Olive and Violet are 3-month-old rats, or kiore. They love to sniff, chew, climb and play. Rats can make great companions, and it's important we know how to care for them and keep them healthy. One of the most important needs of any animal is access to clean, fresh water. With rats, using water bottles with metal sipper tubes is best. Sometimes these can get blocked, so it's important to check them every day by tapping the end to make sure water comes out. It's a good idea to provide 2 bottles in case one runs out or gets blocked.
So what's the best thing to feed them?
Well, you'll probably notice that rats like to chew and nibble on all sorts of things, and even things that they shouldn't. So they really rely on us to make sure they're getting a balanced, healthy diet.
A good diet often includes rat blocks or rat pellets and a small variety of safe vegetables and fruits. These pellets or blocks are basically a variety of different seeds and ingredients crushed up and stuck together. They're designed to give your rats all the minerals and vitamins they need. Many store-bought rat food mixes contain a large amount of fatty or sweet seeds. They're a bit like mixing dinner and dessert together in one meal. As most rats have a big sweet tooth, they will often pick out and eat all the sweetest, fattiest treat parts and leave all the healthy stuff behind. It would be a bit like you eating the lollies and ignoring the vegetables.
So the only downside to lab blocks or these kind of pellets here is that they can be really boring if rats are eating them for every single meal.
That's why we give them veggies as well.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got an arrangement of vegetables here that we can give them and a little bit of fruit. They're all safe for rats. So what do you think we should give them?
Maybe some peas?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And maybe some blueberries as well.
Okay, yeah, perfect. We got it all prepared on the plate. Then what do we want to cut up and give them?
Banana?
Banana? Yeah, awesome. Can we give them this whole banana?
No.
No, definitely not. It's a bit of a treat, so we need to make sure we're just giving them a little bit.
Be sure to serve their food in small ceramic, chew-proof bowls. It's good to have one for fruits and veggies and one for rat pellets. When you feed your rats is also important. Rats are nocturnal, meaning they're most active at night. So this is a good time to feed them, since they're likely to be awake and alert. Hiding amongst these exciting adventure playgrounds are some very friendly companion rats. All rats should live in a suitable environment. A rat's home affects how they feel, think and behave. So providing your rats with shelter and a comfortable sleeping and resting area is one way you can make sure your rats stay healthy and happy. Just like us, rats can become bored and depressed without enough interesting places to explore and fun things to do. Imagine spending 2 to 3 years, that's the average lifespan of a rat, living in a wardrobe with nothing to do. Nowhere to go, no books to read, games to play, or movies to watch. How would you feel?
Ugh, I'm so bored. Yeah, me too.
It's important to provide your rats with an enclosure that is as large as possible. This provides space for your rats to exercise, as well as giving them plenty of room to run and play with their toys. The base should be a solid surface, and the walls need to have bars that are close enough together to prevent your rats from escaping. A good enclosure will also be easy for you to access, so you can reach in to clean and move things around. Once you've created the perfect home for your companion, it's important to keep it clean. A dirty cage can cause health problems and get very smelly and uncomfortable. Mornings and evenings are the best time to visit your rats and to do your cleaning. It's a good idea to spot clean the enclosure once a day and give it a good clean out once a week to prevent the buildup of droppings and urine.
Right, so now that their enclosure is clean, shall we put in some nesting material?
Sure.
Yeah, awesome. You want to grab a handful there?
Do they make nests with this?
Yeah, exactly. So nest building is a really important natural behavior for rats. So it's important that we give them materials to do so, like this shredded paper here. But don't give your rats anything that separates into thin strands, like cotton wool or fluffy bedding. Those can be dangerous.
Finally, it's important to think about where your rats will live in your home. You need to put the enclosure somewhere that won't get too hot or too cold. And because rats like to rest during the day and are more active at night time, you want somewhere quiet and not too busy during the day, and also not too close to your bedroom where you're trying to sleep at night. Being the guardian of companion rats can be a lot of fun. However, it's also a big responsibility. As their guardian, it's your job to ensure your rats live happy and healthy lives. Just like you have a family doctor that you see when you're unwell, your rats need their own doctor too. Rat doctors are called veterinarians, or vets for short. In most cases, regular visits to your vet can help to keep your rats healthy.
So, how do we know if Olive and Violet are sick?
Well, it can be a bit tricky because the rats are really good at hiding it when they're sick or in pain, but if you get to know them really, really well and know what their normal behaviors are, and then if they change those behaviors, it could be a sign they're sick or injured. So if they aren't eating as much as normal, or maybe they're not as active as they normally are.
It's a good idea to give your rats a quick health check every day. When you're handling them, you can also look over their bodies for any signs of injury, make sure they're breathing okay, not smelling bad, and check their eyes, ears and teeth to make sure that they're clean. You can also run your finger gently over their bodies, checking for lumps, swelling, or areas of sensitivity that might indicate pain.
So a common health problem for rats is ear mites. So if you see them really itching at their ears quite a lot, it's important to take them to the vet. But their ears look perfectly healthy, and they're really comfortable being handled. How did you train them?
Well, sometimes when we put our hands out, they'll climb on and we'll give them a treat, and we do that lots.
Oh, okay, that's really good reward-based training. And they're really comfortable being handled. It's good that you started them so young because they're only 3 months, aren't they? Oh, awesome. They're gonna be super confident adult rats.
Regular health checkups are the best way of detecting any problems with your rats early. And if your rats do show any signs of injury or ill health, you must take them to their vet immediately. Waiting can make problems get worse and become harder to treat. Keeping an eye on your rats' well-being and checking them over every day is a great way to show them your love. Olive and Violet are both companion rats. So it's important that they get to do the things that rats like and need to do. This includes expressing natural rat behaviours.
Oh, look at Olive. Hi. So cute how she's sticking her little nose out.
Natural rat behaviours include climbing, chewing, foraging, running and nesting. You can help create opportunities for your rats to express these behaviours by providing enough space, shelter, and interesting activities for them to explore.
Oh, cool, what have you got there?
These are some toys we made for the rats.
Oh, really cool. Are they all made out of cardboard?
Yep, no plastic so that they're safe to chew.
Awesome.
Rats are very smart and love toys. Look for toys that are made out of natural materials like wood or rope, as many plastic toys can't stand up to chewing by a determined rat. Simple items like large cardboard tubes, crumpled paper, paper bags and cardboard boxes can also make wonderful toys. Ensuring your rats can enjoy doing rat stuff is a fantastic way to show them you care. All rats deserve to be happy. Loving your rats and understanding their needs will help you identify the things you must do to keep your rats healthy and enjoying positive experiences.
Let's go see Olive. Want some more scratching? Do you want some more scratching?
Scratching is the collective term for petting, massaging, scratching, cuddling, grooming, tickling, and a great way of caring for your rat's mental well-being. Some rats will happily relax for hours during scratching sessions and often end up falling asleep peacefully in your lap. Though don't be upset if your rat isn't really interested in scritching sessions. In particular, females and young rats are constantly on the go, have things to do, places to see and stuff to chew, but they'll often still enjoy a quick scritch in between their wee missions.
It's heaps of fun watching Olive and Violet play together.
Absolutely, and it's really great that they have each other. Rats are really social and need rat friends to do things like play and snuggle together, especially at night when you're asleep and they're most active. A rat living by themselves can be quite sad and lonely, so it's good they have each other.
How many do you need?
Well, caring for 3 or 4 rats isn't any more difficult than caring for 2. You just need to remember that if you have more rats, you need a bigger enclosure. So you can even join a couple like you've done here. And it's also important to remember to keep the boys and the girls separate, because finding homes for little baby rats can be difficult.
Olive and Violet are sisters, which means they've grown up together. Adopting siblings or rats that already know each other is a great idea. But if you do ever want to introduce some more rat friends to the group, make sure you ask your vet for advice about how to introduce them safely. Rats are extremely intelligent, friendly and social animals that make great companions, but they're not for everyone. Before adopting a rat, consider if they're the right fit for you and your family. While they live in enclosures, rats need physical and mental stimulation and require time outside of their enclosures every day. You'll also need to regularly clean your rat's environment. And keep in mind that although rats are cheap to purchase and relatively cheap to feed, they will require visits to the vet from time to time. If you and your whānau are responsible animal guardians and are able to provide rats with a forever home full of all the care and love they need, then these cute little creatures may be the perfect companions for you.